Hello, 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 Virgos. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to just adjust this a little bit. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully everything's good. We're on a Monday. No, I'm not on a Monday. What am I? Oh, I'm so off from my vacation. And then I went and got a shot because I'm older. I got a shingles shot. I'm telling you guys, you don't want shingles. I got it because I don't normally like vaccinations, but I will do them if necessary. But the thing is that I have two girlfriends that got shingles. Boom, boom. And they are in so much pain. I just had to go get that. Yesterday I wasn't feeling too hot, so I took the day off because of that. It just really got I don't do well because my body's sort of clean and it's very sensitive to new things. So anyway, long story short, it took a day off. So I'm sort of off on my days. So today is actually the 14th, which is a Wednesday. And we're going to be doing the reading for the 19th through the 25th for you guys. All right. No other new announcements other than did you go watch the video of decisions and choices? This is about your way of you're making decisions and choices. So if you think that you're making not the best decisions or choices or the wisest, then definitely that might be a video for you. Just go ahead and I will put it on the recording, a link to that down below. Make it easier for you guys. I forgot to do that last week. So I am just finished the picking up your pieces, the sexual abuse video, and that should be coming out here maybe the beginning of next week. All right. Hey, Star, welcome, welcome. All right, so let's get started. I wish you guys could see the rest of my table because it's got three lines of cards because I'm one person that I'll look at all the cards. I resonate with some of them, but I let the divine say, and then I go towards one and it's like, no, or I'll start one and it's like, no, but I got these three lines of cards here that have like four in each line. And I'm just like, which card am I going to use today? But I still go to my original one that I love to start out with. I don't know why I do. I resonate with that one big time for some reason. All right. For those of you that are brand new, I am picking three oracles. So oracles are a theme. They're not the tarot decks. It is a theme type of deck. And I'm picking divine, current energy, and future energy. Most tarot readers will pick past, present, and future. I do present and future. Future is more astrology because I do astrology, numerology, all mixed together. And the Divine's card is the questions, or this is his message to you. Okay, this is something that he is trying to message you or pay attention to or whatever it is. Maybe you have a question, maybe you're going through a struggle, whatever. So that's why I didn't just start out doing tarot with that way, but Divine said, I want a card. I'm like, are you serious? I thought it was just me talking to myself, but I will give him a card as long as he wants a card. I think it's more of his energies he's trying to push through. It's not the cards, because we know that you don't go to the cards for your answers. You go to divine. You go to God for your answers. These are resources. Your source is God. Anyway, let's get started. The Queen. So it's about women or woman. It's about fertility, feminine power, sexuality, and friendships. Women are a lot of nurturing and emotional beings. So this is also the number 4 to bring stability. 4 is also about bringing balance. Maybe also too, we'll see if there's anything more to that. The feminine energies that I'm getting here is nurturing. Our friendships, are we nurturing our friendships? Are we being sensitive to our friendships? Especially women to women. You know, I just, coming back from vacation, I just see that people have become, not everybody, but when we were in Universal and Disney World, people have become so rude. It's like okay to be rude now. It's like you can walk right in front of me when I'm about ready to reach for something and not say excuse me or anything and just keep going and talking to whoever you're talking to. It's like nobody is paying attention to anybody else. It's like becoming a me kind of a thing. So I think the nurturing part, the compassionate part of being a feminine is trying to come out. Divine saying, you know what, the world is becoming cold. I want you to put some more warmth into it, some more emotion into it, some more love into it. And when he's talking about fertility, he's talking about children. You know, there isn't there isn't a time when children are talked about as innocent and loving and unconditional and everything. We train them to be what they're not, kind of a thing. So I don't know what he's talking about there. We'll go there. I just got done with a video editing the picking up the pieces, so bear with me. I'm trying to come down from coaching, so bear with me, Virgos. The dog is your current energy. Oh, gotcha. Interesting. Ooh, he's very smart. The dog is loyal, sincere, and unconditional love. Booyah. Loyal. Some friendships, cancel. Easy. You don't like it. Cancel. You don't want to be my friend. Cancel. We've been friends for 20 years. You don't like it. Bye. 20 years friendship down the tubes. Poop. The loyalty. Where is the loyalty? And sincerity can be really, really sincere. Are you really sincere, or are you just saying it because it's polite to do? It's like when you sign a letter sincerely. It's like, yeah, really. It's like, oh yeah, or lots of love, whatever. That's a little bit more sincere. But sincerely, when you say, it's like going into a store and you're at a grocery store and the cashier is, how are you today? And you're like, I'm good. How many of you are like me and I'm having a crappy day, and I sit there and I'm like, I'm not having a real good day. How about you? Have you ever done that? I did that in my worldly times. I used to do that. I was like, yeah, well, you know what? I'm not having a good day today. And they're like, oh, because they're expecting that automated response. I'm fine. We're in a world of automation, anyway. So unconditional love, paying attention to somebody, paying attention to whatever they, when you're in a grocery store line, you're seeing an elder, she's struggling, help her out. Can I pick this up for you? Can I move that for you? Something's really big. It's just being kind. And a lot of it has to do with not only the unconditional love, it's loyalty to yourself, of being your high integrity of who you're supposed to be. Character. Okay. So anyway, we're going to get more into that. He's really got this going together about this feminine energy and friendships and things of that nature. Future is, and remember this is partly astrology. Oh, that was the number 10, which is the number 1 also. So this is very important about something is beginning. Somebody's friendship ending, something's relationship ending, a new relationship beginning, a new rebirth of a friendship or a relationship. That popped in. Okay, so then we have protection. We have protection as your future energy. Now, when I see protection, is it protection for me or is it protection for somebody else? Is it protection? Oh, thank you. So it's protection from the spiritual destructive realm. So we have our spiritual yin yang kind of thing, dark light kind of a thing going on. Protection, paying attention to that dark side and not letting it come out. Everybody has one, guys. Stop. Everybody has a dark side. Trust me, you don't want to see mine. I've seen it before in my worldly world. But I do see it occasionally try to creep out. That shadow work that we need to be doing, the creeping out, protection from yourself, basically, because you got to pay attention to that. This is definitely, okay, I'm getting the energy from him that this is about work within yourself in paying attention to you, who you are to others. Woo! Woo! Are you really a loyal person to somebody? This is your current energy. Are you loyal to your friends? Are you really there for your friends or your loved ones? Are you there for yourself? Do you take care of yourself? Feminine energy. Feminine energy, guys. That's compassion. That's nurturing. Are you doing it to yourselves? Got to do it to yourselves before you can do it to others. All right. Protection is against yourself, your shadow side. I'm hearing shadow. So it's got to be shadow side. It's that dark side that always wants to come out. It's that road rage. That road rage that wants to come out. It's that thinking of the thoughts, the negative thoughts of standing there looking at somebody and judging them. Shadow side, shadow work. You know, it's like, wow. You know, my mother used to do this when I was, I'm gonna shuffle and talk here at the same time. Get this spread out. Yeah. My mother, when I was bodybuilding, you know, a lot of you don't know I used to bodybuild, but I also used to be 215 pounds, and a year later was 136 pounds on the stage, a bodybuilding stage. And then I became an author of the book that you see back here. And that had to do with mindset. Okay. Because when you want to lose weight, it's not about, okay, I got to lose weight, so I'm going to go on a diet. That's not where it starts. It starts here because a lot of the psychological problems that we have is why we stuff ourselves and why we eat a lot of complex carbohydrates, ladies, men. A lot of complex carbohydrates. And so anyway, we used to go around grocery stores and stuff like that. And as you look at the word fat, you find out, and especially in nutrition and things, you find out fat is needed, fat in your diet, and fat is fat. Everybody needs a certain amount of fat, a certain percentage of fat in our bodies, right? So you look at fat very differently. My mother, on the other hand, you know, she was being herself, and she could get a little, and she would be riding her scooter in the grocery store or whatever, and then she'd say, wow, look at her. You know, maybe she was 300-400 pounds. She is fat. And she would make a comment, and I'm like, Mom, shame on you. I said, because she may not want to be that way. You don't know what's causing her to be that way. So shame on you for saying that. You're judging somebody. And after 3-4 times of doing that, she realized it, and she goes, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be doing that. I said, no, you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. So I taught her something, I guess. But the thing is that fat is looked at as something that DNA-wise, some of us can't get rid of it. There's different cultures, you know, in the African American or Black race, there's some DNA where the women are larger, and that's what their DNA is. That's how it is. And it's very hard to get rid of. And they sometimes have to do it surgically and stuff like that. However, a lot of it has to do with up here and how we think. And how we think about not only ourselves, but how we look at others, how we talk about others, how we do that. Okay, so I don't know why I'm going there, but apparently Divine has something for somebody out there on that. Okay, so let me think about this spread here for a second. So your first card out, there is an offering. Now, this might have to do with protection because, and it may come back around the other way, because it has to do with finances or career or school or stability. Again, we've got the number 4 with the Queen. Okay, stability. And this may have to do with a single female person that has to do. Hello, Alexandria. Welcome, welcome. So it may have to do with a feminine. Okay, this may be you, and if you're male, it may be a feminine around you that is getting an offering, and that they are maybe going into a different direction. I feel a different direction. They have me looking at the gate or the door and going a different direction. I see a Y. Okay, so, but they're fighting it. Okay, so this person is fighting this new thing that may be coming up or offering to them. Oh, okay, I just got downloaded. Okay, they're fighting it, and they don't want it to end. Okay, whatever's going on in their life right now, they want it to stay that way. It's comfortable. It's easier. You know, if they go this different route, if they go this other way, it's going to be work. It's going to be effort. It's going to be time. And the reason why, I don't know what this has got involved. I don't know who, what, where, why, and when it's got involved, but they're loyal to it. It's almost like the devil card. It's almost like they're bound to someone or something. So I've heard somebody maybe has work that may take them to another place. They don't want to go because they are bound to, or they feel loyal to where they're at with this person or something. I don't know who that is. But definitely they're fighting it internally. This is really unstable. They don't want to do that. They're not looking at themselves of what they need, what their path is, what their journey is. Okay. They're not looking at the truth of the matter for themselves. Again, this is a spiritual battle. This is the dark side. I hate to say the dark side. I'll say shadow. The shadow side fighting the light side. Okay. This is definitely an internal battle. Now, this might be somebody going off to school. They don't want to go off to school because they're comfortable where they're at. Maybe this is a young person also that is comfortable being at home. They don't want to mature. They don't want to grow up, or it's very terrifying. Thank you. It's very terrifying for them to grow up. Again, I had a video. I don't know who I did last week, but it was about enabling young people. It's not good. It's just not good because you're stifling their purpose and their calling. But definitely there's somebody that is very fearful. This is fear. When you look at your shadow work, you're looking at the fearful side. You're working on that fear that you need to face and allow that to turn to light. Okay, when that turns to light, then it has a higher vibration. It's a lot lighter. You're going more further on your path. Okay, so that is what somebody is. And the thing is, I'll tell you, this is hard to do because I used to be this way. So trying to look at the truth of the matter or say the truth or be the truth, especially when you've been saying something else. For somebody, they've been saying they want to do something or they want to go someplace. In all reality, you really don't. Again, that's your shadow fighting the truth. You're the light. You know me, guys. I'm going to say absolute truth, not your truth, not somebody else's truth, but absolute truth. That is what you're fighting. Is that maybe you really are just saying you want to do something, but in reality, you don't. That's that shadow light work going on. Okay. This is interesting. This is interesting because we have the 5 of Cups in reverse. So I think this is a person actually that is somewhere in your circle that is very optimistic about this offering. I don't know what it is, but is very optimistic about this offering, but you are very pessimistic. Oops, wrong way. Sorry, I apologize. It's sort of like you're looking at the half cup. Somebody's looking at, yeah, but if I do this or if I go there or if I go with them or whatever it is, it's like, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if, because you're basing it on the past. You're looking at the past and it's not the past anymore. It's not the past anymore. This is a new time, new way to look at things. You're fighting yourself. Somebody's fighting themselves, definitely fighting themselves. And there's so much good to come. There's so much good to come because you have the Fool. There's somebody younger and more playful, somebody's very serious and always wants to talk serious stuff and doesn't want to really joke around, sort of. What energy is that? It's the Cancerian, Taurus energy. Basically, though, but this person wants to be around you. It's very light, very airy. It's like, oh, come on. It's sort of this energy here. Wants to nurture, wants to love, wants to be playful, wants to, enjoy. It's sort of a feminine energy. Definitely, I think it's a friend. Here's your challenge card, guys. 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. Well, even though Pentacles is about work, it also could be, because it's really interesting that this may have something to do with some financial stability or career or path or something that you're going to go that's going to bring more stability, because the Divine's card's number 4. Okay. And the number 4 or the number 8 is about rewards and progress. So this is a progress, but it does take work. So I'm saying it's challenging, your challenge card, because it is going to take work. Some people want to skip a step and go somewhere and get this opportunity quicker. You know, it's like trying to step a few steps or skip a few steps and go first. You got to do the work, guys. You got to do the work. If it's shadow work that you need to do, you need to face your fears, face the negativity, face those doubtful thoughts. You have to face that kind of stuff. Definitely need to face it. Yeah, I don't want them. I see how I do this? I got 4 rows of cards. I touch it and I'm like, nope. Sorry. Touch it. Nope. Nope. So you see me go back and forth. Some of you have watched me for a while. You'll see me go back and forth. And it's just because I'm picking a deck. I'm looking at a deck. So I did pick 2 decks up in Universal, and that one has sat there and I have not touched it. It's just like the energy. The divine has to bring the energy into it before I touch it. I just the other deck you will see it. I like that deck. It's different. It's a little different. So I'm going to get some clarity here. I would really like more clarity on the Ace of Pentacles is what I would really like to see what this offering is, you know. If it's going to be more towards what. And some of you may have a project that you're working on that may work towards something financial for you. Maybe something little, you know. I got my daughter's girlfriend. She has a Etsy. I didn't know. And she knits. She knits. And she makes more money knitting than she does on her day job. And she's got a good job. I was really surprised. She goes, yeah, she's thinking about quitting her job. And I'm like, no, don't do that. But, you know, they're young. That kind of a thing. But that's what she does for her side. We call it her side hustle. So, anyway. You just never know. There could be something sideways. But you definitely are fighting it. I don't know what it is. You know what? If you're fighting something and you are unsure about something and you are on the fence about something, here's what you're doing wrong. You're trying to do it yourself first. Ask Divine. Is this what you want me to do? Is this how you want me to do it? Is this what you want me to make money at? Is this the avenue where you want to go? Because like I said, I see a Y in the road for somebody. Okay? And when you have death, something has to end. You have to say yes or no. And you have to be honest with yourself. For somebody who's saying like, yeah, I'll go with you when you really don't want to go. Just say, you know what? I really don't want to go. Absolute truth. I would love to, but I really don't want to go. You know? It's like, I'm not a kid person. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love other people's kids, but if we're going to go with a bunch of kids, I'm not probably going to go. I just being an empath, those energies, and then you get somebody who's not happy and they're screaming and crying. I can't do it. I just can't. When I was younger, I would be around other people's kids, not a problem. However, it did rake on my nerves. And it's only because I think my energies are at a different level, and that confusion energy, that young energy, that I don't know what it is. Divine and I'll have to have that conversation when I get out there. All right. So I'm asking for clarity on the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands again. We have the Three of Swords and the Empress. This is definitely about a maturity level. Definitely about a maturity level. Growing in a maturity somewhere. Or going to the next level. If you're older or whatever. This is about going to this next level of trust. Okay. So you're fighting yourself on trusting the process. Where's the number 8? I saw the number 8 somewhere. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11. That's bringing together. I didn't go through that one. But anyway, you're not trusting the process. You're not trusting the second dimension, the supernatural. And you're doing it because you've been hurt. You're doing it because you think whatever is going to happen in the past will happen again. It won't, because you have grown. You have matured in a level that you are not going to allow whatever happened in the past happen again. And I'll share a story with you because I've been there. And I had to have my girlfriend, who's a medium, share with me a light bulb moment that I didn't even think about, guys. So when I had my blanket business, my horse business, right? It had to be relicensed under another name due to a lot of people trying to damage it. But anyway, long story short, I've been out of that business for a while. Okay. And we had lunch one day and she goes, maybe you need to go back to it. Maybe you're supposed to be doing that. You know, she's not a psychic, but she definitely is a medium. So she won't tell me who she's talking to on the other side. But the other thing is that she's like, maybe, I said, no. She goes, you're afraid. And I'm like, yeah, probably. And she goes, why are you afraid? And I said, because I don't want the same things to happen in the past, because it's a lot of work. It's not only a lot of work, but when people don't like you and you got competitors trying to sabotage your business, it's really hard. Because if somebody's trying to sabotage you, and I don't know who this is for, sabotage you, your relationship, get in the middle. Somebody's getting in the middle. I hate that. They get in the middle and they try to get you to go a certain way, and it's not supposed to really. You got to not listen to them. But when they try to sabotage that, that means that you're doing something right. They don't like that because they're doing it out of fear that whatever they're doing, like in my business, whatever I was doing, they were fearful because I was getting the customers. They weren't. So if that's happening with you and that's what your fear is, you need to understand that you have learned in life's lessons that you are not going to let that happen again. And she says, well, why don't you open it again? And I was like, man, that's a lot of work. That was probably 2 years ago that we had that lunch. In 2020, when wow. You know what I just heard? Oh my gosh. So when COVID hit, I was going to say COVID, when Satan hit. Isn't that interesting? I wasn't even thinking of Satan. Anyway, when COVID hit, guess what I was doing? I lost my job. I'm back at doing what I was doing before, and I'm exploding. So divine has ways of timing, guys. I don't know who this is for, has ways of timing. The Empress is here because that's authority, that's power, that is feminine energy. So this is feminine power. Nurture and love whatever this passion is and go for it, because this is your calling. Look at my arms. I wish you could see them. They're all freckly, but there's goosebumps everywhere. Everywhere. So go for it. 5 of Wands, you're fighting yourself. Okay, you're fighting yourself. Virgos, you're overanalyzing, you're overthinking. I just downloaded. You're overanalyzing, overthinking. Look at the positive of everything rather than the negative. Look at the pluses. Look at the pros rather than the cons. Turn this card upside right and think of the positives. All right? Oh my gosh, where does time go? I'm going to do one more and see, then I'll go to love. Because many of us are not in relationships like me. It's like, I do love because they're, everybody loves love. That's because that's all we are supposed to be here for. Love. We're supposed to give love, receive love. Love, 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 love. That's why the dog is unconditional love. Current energy, right? Current week. Number 10. Number 10. Endings and new beginnings. That's interesting. They just had me look at that. So they had me look at death and the dog. Release the old shadow, bring in the light. Ooh, powerful, powerful, powerful. Anyway, all right. Let's see if Divine has anything else to say. These are the cards that I got in Disney World. However, they're so flipping big. I keep bending them because I have to hold them so tight. And I don't like holding them tight. I like holding them loose. Is there anything else, Divine? Anything else? Okay, so he wants the universe to talk. Okay, so the universe. Okay, and the universe, which could be also the world, because it's number 21, is about, it's at your feet. Everything is at your feet. Whatever you want is at your feet. You have the potential. You have lots of potentials in a lot of things. It's just you that's holding yourself back. Okay, it's just you that's holding yourself back. All right. So I don't know who that is for. Definitely don't know who that is for. But this is definitely something that is being offered to you. Really have to work through yourself, really work through your process, your shadow side, the fear that is holding you back. Why are you talking yourself out of something? Why are you doubting something? You're not listening to your intuition. What does your intuition say? You know, my intuition when I bought my company, it was like I wanted to do it, but then I was faking it. I didn't want to do it, but I was telling Divine, I don't want to do it because it's too much work. And then he got louder and louder and louder, and then finally I just said, fine. I literally did one day. I was so sick and tired, sort of like what I did in Costco in the paranormal video. I was just like, fine, I'll go back to that stupid road. There's not going to be anybody there. And lo and behold, they came. And then same with the business. It's just like, fine, okay, I'll do the stupid business. And he opened every door, and then life happened with business. So anyway, you are your own universe. That is what he's saying. I gave you all the tools that you need to do it. Have faith in me. Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful. Thank you for that. Okay, so we are going to talk about Love Boat. Does anybody out there remember Love Boat? I used to love that movie. Or that show. I'd watch it every week. I just loved Love Boat. You feel blocked, Star. I think, you know what? You got to be honest with yourself. There is something deep, deep down. Even if you're super positive, that's your light side. There is a negative to that side, and that side is actually fear. There's only two ways we make decisions and move forward, either in fear or in love. And a lot of the times we don't move forward in fear because of something deep inside. You're going to have to go really deep inside and ask yourself what that is. And you probably are blocked. That is definitely the devil card holding you back. There's something there that you're not being honest with yourself and truthful with yourself. Deep, 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 deep down. So get in a quiet place, meditate, and ask Divine to show you what it is that is blocking you. What fear is blocking you. You know, because even you're not doubting yourself. No, we don't doubt ourselves when we're positive. We're very, very confident, you know, in ourselves. However, we all have something that it could be even as small as a mustard seed. So you got to sit down with Divine and ask him, please show me what it is and help me have the courage to get through this block, to get through this fear. I feel goosebumps for you, girl. I feel goosebumps for you. You got to talk to him. You got to talk to him. And he's going to show you somehow. He's going to give you a trigger. He's going to give you something to see, something to feel, something that's been in front of you all the time, and you just didn't notice it until now. I don't know what it is. All right. All right. For you lovers out there, or new in dating, or wanting to date, okay, and maybe you're coming into, this is definitely the number 10. Somebody's going away. Somebody new is coming in. Or this is like a level that you're going to the next level. All right. Somebody coming in the house. Somebody coming in the house. So you may be going to another level, like I'm saying, friendship to dating to maybe intimacy or whatever it is. However, we have the Metal King, discipline, armor, and boundaries. Don't give in to boundaries. I mean, to Don't give, if you have high standards and boundaries, you don't give into them. Okay, do not. Discipline, this is the time to be disciplined and stand up for who you are in a relationship, dating, marriage, or whatever. So the thing is, if you, even in marriage, you change. People change and you grow together. Some people say, well, we divorced because we grew apart. Well, the thing is, you didn't get to know that new person, so you just copped out and left. I'm sorry. I hate to say that, but a lot of it is about communication. If you communicate with your partners, yeah, you might grow a little bit differently, but the thing is that you still can grow together. You fell in love for a reason. Yeah, you do grow differently. However, when you have these high standards set, and I'm talking to you young people, if you're in dating, you have high integrity. You, for example, my daughter, she's got over the top. I don't know if she'll ever get married. She doesn't like people who smoke pot. She doesn't like drugs. You know, she's not promiscuous. She doesn't want anybody who talks about sex first. She's blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is, she's got her standards. But the thing is, you want to keep high integrity. She's very honest. She's very loyal. She's very, you know, whatever it is, your integrity is at the top. You are there. And when you meet somebody, maybe somebody's not quite there. Maybe they cuss like a sailor. Maybe they, you know, I don't know. Maybe they've lived a different life. For example, I know somebody who grew up in the hood, and I grew up as a middle white class girl, you know, and I don't know anything about surviving poverty at that level. I know surviving poverty, but not that level where you're fighting for your life or you're fighting for each other or you're actually killing each other, that kind of a thing. So the difference in our lives are different, but our standards and our morals and our integrity are up here. You know, we may not be the same, but they're there. So in dating, you want to be able to be that. Don't ever lower your standards. Don't ever lower them. You make that person come up. You teach, educate, love, and help and support that person to grow up. But you should never be fixing anybody anyway, really. You should be going in whole and whole. They need to do their work. All right? So, yeah, work through. Hey, Star, work through your fears. I can't make this stuff up. So this is a thing for couples or love or whatever. Make sure that you are standing up to your boundaries. That's where the armor is. That's where the discipline is. And that's where your boundaries are. Make sure that you're holding true to yourself in your boundaries in any relationship, friends. If you don't accept it from your friends, then you don't accept it from your family. Just because they're family doesn't mean they get away with shit. Okay? It doesn't mean that they get away with all that stuff just because they're blood. No, 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 no. You keep your integrity high. And if that family member wants to go bye-bye, then go bye-bye. Again, you keep your standards high. You bring that standard up. Okay? So I don't know where that is for somebody, but apparently God wanted me to share that with somebody. Anyway, all right. So that is your reading, Virgos, for the 19th to 25th. No announcements other than go and watch my decisions and choices video. I will be uploading the other video next week on picking up the pieces. And if you haven't subscribed by now, please subscribe, hit the bell if you keep watching. And if you like and it's your first time and you enjoyed it, please hit that, smash that, as my daughter says, smash that like button. Okay, so I'm old school, what can I say? All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Don't forget, you can always email me with your questions. Don't hesitate if you're going through something or you need something. I won't do a reading, but I will help you answer your question. And unless you set up for a reading, and then I will definitely do a reading. But I also do sessions. I do have people all over the world that I coach through Skype. So definitely, if you have things that you need, let me know. All right. Take care, guys. Have a great week. All right. Bye-bye. Bye, Star.